We're live. I had hubby in the background yelling at me. You need to go live. You need to go live. You're late.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, it's a few seconds. It's not going to kill nobody. So
I'm
as you can
practicing.
see, it's Dodo and I. Last I heard, Karen was having some internet issues. So if she can make it, great. And if she can't, well, we understand. We know what's going on. But I still put her email down there at the bottom. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Insanity. It's Thursday. Uh, I took a nap and now I'm all done. I shouldn't have taken a nap. Well, I am not one of those people that can take just like a half-hour nap. I crash hard for 2 or 3 hours, so
I wish.
it messes me up.
I only do it when I'm exhausted.
I was tired because I was up most of the night. I had stomach issues, and then I was checking in on the cat, make sure he's okay. He got released from solitary confinement today. He's roaming the house. So all of the shots and all that stuff, they worked. He's doing all right. Yay.
Good, good, good.
Hi, Tammy. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Dee. Hi, Shelby put her menu in, and hi,
Let's
hubby.
try that. Okay, now I'm in the right place. I'm like, I'm using my right hand, not my left.
I know, I'm always like,
Just
I
shift
never
the
know.
camera over a little bit.
So we got lots of pretty stuff to show you tonight. I found some pretty things. And I got some old things that I'm bringing back. And
I found some pretty things, and I didn't find the one pretty thing I was really looking for, but
Dodo's got some nice stuff she's showing me.
I have
So
all kinds of nice stuff.
Yep.
Doesn't mean we're going to get them today, but I got them.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. And it's still hot. My temperature says it's still 96 degrees.
I got lucky.
There's Miss Jennifer.
Today.
Hello, Miss Jennifer.
Probably do that. There we go.
Yeah, I don't even want to see what the feels like is temperature. It's probably gross.
Air quality issues, of course. Oh, the humidity's down huge. That's why. That's why I could breathe today. I couldn't put in more than a couple hours yesterday. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Between the air from Canada and the humidity being 97%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those things that takes your breath away when you step outside. It wasn't too bad out there this morning when I stepped out, but of course, as it got hotter, it was like, so I haven't been back outside since this morning. I'm like, no thanks. I don't need to sweat.
Story of my life. I had to buy sleeves, 50%, the FPF.
Mm-hmm.
Now I get to wear colorful floral things on my arms, so I stop burning.
Yeah.
Every time I burn, I risk skin cancer. Why didn't I do it sooner? Of course, I wasn't planning on having solid white forearms.
Yep, Sleeping Bee's in my boat. She's not that far from me, so she knows the heat we're dealing with.
Oh, we hit 97 the other day. We don't have a dry heat is the problem. We have a wet heat.
Yeah, it's wet heat here too.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I was used to dry heat out in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And it's a whole different ballgame moving out here. Although I do prefer the wet heat over the dry heat. I'm weird.
It's okay. It's all a matter of preference.
No, well, the dry heat, you're not sweating, you just die. And the wet heat, you sweat to death. So
I was going to say, I'm sweating to death. I can go outside and be 30 seconds wetter because of issues.
Yep.
Everybody's got issues.
At least it's a clue, hey, okay, I'm sweating, I need to hydrate. Out in the desert, it's like, oh, you're just going to shrivel up and
I'm going to become
convection of
a
emotion.
leather-faced person with permanent wrinkles. Nope, we got hydration with our wrinkles up here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, moving out here probably
that's true,
slowed the
too.
wrinkles. Yep, I lived in Arizona when I was a kid, Sleeping Bee. I never wanted to move back to that. But then I lived in New Mexico for 30, 40 years.
Yeah, but Jennifer, how's it up in the New England area?
She said it was hot. Right, hubby? That's the good thing. Humidity stops the static shock.
Which is
So
good
we're not
because knowing
constantly
me, I'd be like, there would be no stopping that.
Well, I decided I'm glad go turn on a light and I'm not shocking the crap out of myself. So it's fun. Wake up. They're already raiding. Yay, raid. Not the bug spray.
Raid from sister and brother. There we go. I didn't link
Hi,
up so I
Angie.
could actually say something on the chat.
Yep. Hi, Rachel. Yay, raid. Hi, sister. We just chit-chatting away, talking about the weather. Yay, raid. Hi, Joanne. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm still not sure I'm awake yet. I might be. But I'm going to end up being mean in a little bit, and I'm going to make Dodo go first.
Oh, you are, huh?
Yup.
Well, give me one moment then.
Oh, we got a few. We'll still yippee for a little bit.
Oh, good, because I have everything over there, including my drink I just noticed.
Sleeping Bee Heckle is doing a lot better. He got released from solitary confinement just a while ago. So he's out roaming around the house. The shots worked. He's doing a little better. He's still not eating as much, but he's
better,
a lot
better.
Yeah, he's meowing more, and
yeah.
I visited him a lot last night, but that's because my stomach was messed up, so I was in there with him in solitary confinement.
I understand that.
Graphic, but yeah, I was not a happy camper last night, which is why I took the nap today, and then now the nap has made me goofy. I have an excuse for all my goofiness.
I don't. It's just me. It's like, you didn't like me as a kid. I don't know if you're going to like me as an adult. No changes. Well,
oh, you're weird. Thank you. I like being weird.
No, it's like, what are you? You're not weird. Smart. Well, yeah, you're smart, but I go, I'm eccentric. I'm unique.
I'm a nerdy, weird person. Goofball.
But,
I am what I am.
I yam's what I yams. And I can't yam anymore with my jam.
Okie dokie, guys. Well, I'm going to start at least telling you a little rules and whatnot.
And then I'm going to grab stuff.
So, and John did a good job of this a while ago. It is $1 increments up to $10, $2 up to 20, and $5 from 50 on. Hi, Julie. Thank you. Yay. Let's see. We're going to show a whole bunch of a glass. Bid away. What you bid is what you pay. So there's no just in case. Don't go all high hog and somebody bids 20 and you want to bid 50 because you think you'll get it for 22 if you knock them out. It's not like that. So bid accordingly. If you're going to bid it. We're good about it though. I mean, if we think you're bidding like way crazy, we'll say, are you sure you want to do that? But it's not too bad. We both bill with PayPal. We both ship with Pirate Ship. Uh, just in case Karen shows up, I've still got her email down on the bottom of the screen. But if she doesn't, she's there anyway. But our emails are on the bottom of the screen. If you need to email us, if you're a new buyer to us, you can email us your YouTube name, your address, your real name and your address for shipping, and then email us your email that we can send the PayPal invoice to.
Now,
It's pretty easy peasy. I am not going to invoice until the 3rd because I only had a few shows this week and I only have a few next week, so I figure I'll do the whole 2-week waiting thing. Plus, I still have 2 or 3 people that only have like maybe one item, so it gives them an opportunity to buy something else and fill a box, and then I'll contact you if you haven't bought anything else by then and ask you, hey, do you want me to wait just a little bit longer? But communication is key. If you need more time to pay, hit us up, tell us, email us, we'll work with you. If you're looking for something specific, email us, let us know. We'll be glad to hunt for it.
and not only that, you never know what I might have.
Yeah, you never, because I've got shelves and shelves of stuff back there.
As you can see, I have boxes and
Yeah.
stuff. You should see the table in front of me.
Yep.
It's stacked, I think, 6 boxes high.
Yep.
And then I will be invoicing by Tuesday evening, more than likely sometime during Tuesday, because starting tomorrow, I enter into my 10 to 12 hour days for the weekend. And I will not be able to think after that.
Right, Jennifer? Hoarders. It's hard to resist you. It's so pretty. I must have it. It's the way I am. And or I think somebody else will want it, and then half the time it's like, what was I thinking when I bought it? Like Angela and I both have this thing. We have a ton of cream and sugars, and we both need to like kind of, here, somebody buy a cream and sugar.
I almost had a Carnival Glass orangey pink creamer today, and it fell out of my cart.
Oh, not good.
See, my vitiligo's perfect for frowning.
Well, are you ready, ma'am?
I am ready.
All right, here comes Dodo.
Hi, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Dodo. I ship from Minnesota, so everything should get there normal time, if not sooner, except for California. Then, for some reason, it takes a longer time. But I haven't noticed too big of a difference to New England style. As I have said, hopefully by Tuesday evening, I will be doing invoices, and I will have them out for you. But why don't we get this load of stuff started? Okay, my first item I have, what is a Fenton toothpick holder. It is a daisy and buttons, small hat. It is the clear. Nice and shiny as usual. Small, as I said, maybe 2.5, 3 inches, depending on where you're looking. At its widest, it is going to be 3.5 inches, and the depth itself is 2 inches. This one, I'm going to go with a $5 buy.
Ooh, good price, guys.
And let's see what that is. Let's do $5. All right, Miss Julie, it's all yours.
Oh, dang, you did a buy it now. Nice.
I did. Yes, ma'am.
Yep, she did. She sure did, Jennifer.
Not doing that with a lot, but that, that's little enough that I'd lose it somewhere. Okay, the next one, I have a lovely little something for you. Anybody like Murano? I have a Murano cobalt blue and 24 karat gold trim base. It is not stamped on the bottom. This is just a pontiff scar, but you know what comes with it? Paperwork from the Vecchia Murano Glass Factory. Handmade, mouth blown, 24 karat gold, enameled. Now this is going to be a starting bid of 30. Jan, I need your ruler facing me. 5 inches tall, 3.5 inches wide. Again, cobalt blue Murano. You can kind of, let's see if I can get that pattern showing a little better for you.
And Dodo, just in case, make sure you're marking down who's buying, because StreamYard's lagging really, really bad in the comments, so I'm not able to star anything.
Sounds good to me. But there's the pattern. It's like a chandelier, kind of a drip down chandelier. But if no one's interested in that, we can certainly pass. And if anybody's watching on the replay, just hit us up. And I bet you we can figure that out for you.
Yep.
My last item of this round is an art glass vase. Really, really cool. Kind of a champagne on the bottom into an off-white, white. Really neat. It does have a nice base, so it's not going anywhere. It does have the mark, so you can kind of see where it was. I don't know if I want to call it painted, but colored. There we go. I like that word, colored. It has a small amount of shine to it that it isn't glitter, but the way it's speckled, it's nice. And this one is a starting of $15. The height, sorry, I don't feel like superhuman tricking today, stupid human tricks today. Height's about 13 inches. The base is going to be 4.5. It's like I said, it does have a little bit of heft to it. It's got the champagne on the bottom, a yellowish white. So kind of a creamy, but I want to almost call it a yellowish white because it's very, very nicely going into. It's doing an awesome job. But if there's no one interested, we can certainly pass on that one too. Miss Uni.
That was beautiful. And that was your 3 already?
That was my 3 already.
Gee, Willy Wonka, well, it's my turn. Uh-oh, now I got to try and get to my stuff here. Because I have stuff, I couldn't get it all on my cart, so I've got stuff on this side, so now I'm like, which side do I start on?
And see, me, I got to get up and get my stuff.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Well, let's go for the blue right off the bat. Again, we thank you guys for being here. And like Dodo said, if you see anything on the replay, feel free to email us or even throw it in the chat if you would like it. Realize that once we do say pass, at least for me, I'm not going to speak for Dodo, and we'll confirm with Dodo. For me, once I say pass and nobody's purchased it, it becomes a buy it now. Are you good with that, Dodo?
I am fine with that.
Okay. So
thank you, Miss Julie. I will take as many subs as I can get.
There you go. So once it is a pass, if nobody has bid on it, it becomes a buy it now. If you come back and say, hey, do you still have XYZ? And we'll say, sure, it becomes a buy it now at that price. Just for reference. Okay, my first one. This is a mid-century modern 6-finger compote. Let's see. It's going to be a starting bid of $30. I don't know who made it other than it was made in Italy. This does have the look of Viking,
That's what I was thinking.
but it is not, because these are a little different than what the Viking epic would be. The Viking epic are larger and closer together. But it is made in Italy. It is hand blown. The tool, you can see that they pulled it out with the tool. You know, they swung it down and pulled it out and whatnot. It's a gorgeous blue. It's not quite cobalt, but it's a beautiful blue, and it's really well done. And believe me, I shipped this to you. It's going to be wrapped within an inch of its life. Oh yeah, Jennifer, that's okay. You know what? If you want to do it for me, I'll say it out and whatnot, and you can do it. I'm just used to doing it, so I don't even think about it. But this is gorgeous, guys. Let's see how tall this is. So with this, you've got all the look of Viking, but it's not Viking. It's 8.5 inches tall. Let's see. It is about 4.5 inches wide, and the little base that it stands on is 3.5. So it's just a very interesting piece. It makes me think of a crown. No chips, cracks, or flea bites.
That is a really, really cool piece.
I just think it's really interesting. And there are little tool marks up in here where they pulled it out. Like I say, all intact, no chips, cracks, or flea bites. But if there is no interest, we shall pass on that. But it's still here if you guys want it. If you see it later on. Well, see, Julie's in the right place, because we don't bring Fenton at all to any of my glass shows. Never, never, never. Okay, Jennifer, here you go. I'll let you type. This is a Fenton grape and cable compote. It is gorgeous, guys. There's your grape. There's your cable. Beautiful iridescence. It is more of the pumpkin-y marigold than marigold. Now, one of the ways when you look at Fenton and you see the base like this that is clear, this is what they consider a true marigold, with a clear base. If this base was green or a different color, then there are different terms that they have for it, like an aqua Fenton or not. They do it different ways. So true marigold has no color of a base. This is one of the older ones. It does glow green. It glows green in the pedestal and in that. Oh yeah, and I haven't even said the price. $22 starting bid. Sorry, Jennifer, I'm all lecturing here. I'll tell you what it is, and then I forget to tell you the price. But it does have, yes, it's a glowy, Angie. You know me and my glowies. It's a gorgeous compote. Hey, we always say, don't let Uni push the buttons, because you don't know what's going to happen, right? It is 6.5 inches tall. And it is 6 3/4 inches wide. And the base, oh, come on, don't fight me now. The base is about 3 3/4 inches. So like I say, it's one of the older ones, because you do get the manganese glow on the bottom and into the pedestal. No chips, cracks, or flea bites in this. All of your regular, kind of maker's marks in it. There's little straw marks in it. It's got the mold mark. There's another straw mark. Oh, I just saw it. Where are you? It disappeared on me. Oh, no, it's not one of the straw marks. It's one of the curlicue marks. But it is a gorgeous piece, guys. But if there's no interest, we will pass on that one. But like I said, if you see it later on and you would like it, let us know. You can either email, leave a comment on the video, or throw it in the chat. Ouch. I guess I'll stick with the theme this round. Color-wise, kind of anyway. My next one is a Dugan. We're just going to say this is a Dugan vase, guys. It's a starting bid of 25. It is one of the smaller vases. Oh, yeah, nice glow on the bottom. This is one of the smaller Dugan vases. This is called Lattice and Points, or it's also known as the lined lattice. These were made from about 1910 to 1912. It is one of your smaller vases. So this is a true antique, guys. At its tallest, it's 7.5 inches. The opening on the mouth is 3, and your base is about 3. And it does glow green on the bottom. It does have that beautiful manganese glow. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's harder on here, but I can see it in person. Might be able to see it right there. But it is beautiful. Now this, I will say, there are makers issues in this. It does have like maybe either some ash or some frit inside of the glass. So you can see those darker marks there. That's inside the glass. But this is a true beautiful Dugan color. Dugan does tend to range. Their marigold was always a little bit more pumpkiny than the lighter marigold. But this is a great little piece for your collection. You know, if you're into the swung vases, it's a beautiful piece. Probably needs a little cleaning on the inside. Looks like there's some dust. The dust is free.
That needs a little more.
But if there is no interest, we'll pass on that one. And that was my 3. And we're waiting for Miss Dodo to come back. Yep, now it's Dodo's turn.
Dodo's turn.
Dodo!
Okay. My first item. I was unable to track down the maker, but I have a hint if anyone's familiar with it. I got a select collection of things that someone must have passed, and they donated it all to a little thrift store that I'm in a couple of times a week. They know my name. But this compote has butterflies and leaves and berries. It is pink tone. It is dated 1897, so it's a genuine antique.
Wow.
And it looks like something S Glasgow. And I just couldn't get up enough information to get there. And it has its number of the mold even.
Wow.
Yeah. It does have, of course, the line from the making of the mold. There are little 1 or 2 straw marks. And this is going to be a starting bid of $15.
Oh, wow. Great deal.
Butterfly, berries, leaf, etched, compote. It is 4.5 inches tall and 5 inches wide. Looks like just over, 1.5 inch depth.
That may just glow manganese as well.
I had it in my hand. Must have rolled on me. As you can hear me making noise. Here it is, in front of my face. It definitely turns purple.
Yeah, it looks like it might have a little selenium in it, but I'm not sure.
It's kind of hard to say because it's a pink.
Yeah. Well, usually if they glow a really pretty pink or whatnot like that, it's selenium that's added.
Well, it's a very, very pale pink. As in, I think at one time I thought it was clear until I saw it in a better lighting. So, all right. If it's nothing that anyone's interested in, we can pass.
Kidoki.
My next item, I have a bud vase. Anybody like green? Because this is gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
It's got a solid base of green. And of course, loveliness in the color. There is an air bubble. So it is not a flaw. It's just what it is. Smooth base. Poncho is covered up with a very vintage sticker saying, well, I need a new camera. It says made in Sweden.
Nice.
So this one is a $12 buy it now.
Trying to remember who makes glass in Sweden.
That's just it. I'm only familiar with one, and I don't think it was it.
Yeah, Const Glass, or which one?
There's one that has like two initials first and then a name.
Yeah.
Just under 10 inches and just under 2. Yeah. There we go.
The Swedish delight.
Why, thank you, John. I thought it was a nice green glass myself. Next one, I have. All right, I will be corrected real fast if this is not what I think it is, because someone else might know what it is. I only have one, unfortunately. A blue. Looks to be Fostoria.
Oh, yeah, John will know because John's the Fostoria collector.
We definitely got some color, my friends. Who wanted blue? Didn't you want like a bright pinky purple? Oh, now that's pretty.
Imagine putting that on a light base.
I know. This is a $15 start. This is actually fairly affordable at a $15 start, as I had looked. Anyway, sorry, I'm playing because it's a pretty color. All right, 6 inches tall, just about 4 inches wide, and of course the candle. Or, you know, you can use it as a, if you're into creating items, which I'm kind of getting more and more convinced might not be a bad idea as things get tossed at Goodwill when they don't sell.
Yeah.
You can always use this as a fabulous base for like a depression glass. And you don't have to make it really obvious if you're gluing it together, because the rim and the bottom of the plate would be nice and smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you do a double glow thing. And I love the little jewel look here. Here, I got an idea. Let's put it on a white. Hey, that worked. I was going to be funny, but no, that worked. Shows the jewel tone very nicely.
Yeah, good riser.
Yes.
And a lot of people did use a lot of these like risers. Like they would put glass shelves and stack glass shelves.
I'm just going to do this from now on because it works great. Use what you got.
Exactly.
All right. If no one's interested, we can pass on this one too.
All righty. It's my turn again. Ah. All right. Oh boy, this one is complicated, but we're just going to put, let's see. It is Fenton Moss Rose. It is a set, and it is $40 for the pair. And I'm going to go ahead and do it buy it now. They were made from 1930 to 1970. They were sold under the LG Wright name, but they were made by Fenton. The pattern is called Moss Rose. It is milk glass, and it is pink on the inside. So it is a cased glass. It's milk glass on the outside, pink on the inside. This would be your cotton ball holder or Q-tip holder, whatever you would like it to be. It is gorgeous. It is not marked. And it comes with its little decanter, little perfume bottle or oil or Oh, see, Dodo, he put on their Fostoria Virginia light blue candle holder.
Woo! Thank you, dear.
Here is your little decanter. Again, you can see some little schmoozies on the bottom, of course, where it is sat. No issues with the stopper, shockingly. Again, there's your little pink on the inside. It is ground on the inside for the stopper. They are in beautiful condition. There are no chips, cracks, or flea bites. Of course, you know, like I say, little schmoozy is appropriate for age and for wherever they were sitting. I wish I had a tray to go with this. It would be stellar. But I love these. They're about the same height with the stopper inside. The little decanter, perfume bottle, whatever you want to call it, is 7 inches tall. The cotton ball, Q-tip holder, whatever you want to call it, is 7 1/4. So it's just a little taller. It is 3 inches wide at its widest, and the decanter itself is about 3.5 inches. So yes, these are gorgeous. I found these, did not really know what they were, just knew they were old or older. I believe Brother John helped me figure these out.
Yes, Studio Nova.
They're super pretty. And I apologize, guys, because whenever I show anything milk glassy on my computer, it kind of washes it out. I love the handle. Look at the detail on the handle. Just beautiful. One more time, I'll show you the inside of that. Again, they're stellar. There's no chips or cracks here along the top. Usually you find that as well. And it is these 2 pieces for $40. But if there's no interest, we'll pass on those guys. Pass. And put them in a safe place. All right. Well, I can tell you what Brother is here for. Yeah, it's an Ellie Wright design, or sold by Ellie Wright, but made by Fenton, or vice versa. I don't know. I may get them confused. All right. Here you go, Brother. Here's the first glowy of the night. And it is a good one. And I'm actually pricing it below what I'm seeing everybody ask for it or what it is sold for. It is a Federal Glass uranium butter dish. And the starting bid is going to be $60. It does start for more than that online. There is one very small issue, which is why I priced it down, and let me find it. It's hard to find. Oh my goodness, I gotta look and look and look and look. Is it on here? No, I'm not finding it on here. Where is it? There is a wee flea bite somewhere on here. Right there. That you may or may not even be able to see. It's hard to find. But this is the lid. It is gorgeous. And yes, it does light up beautifully. Sorry, not trying to blind you with the black light there. This is the bottom plate. The pattern is the cabbage rose, or also known as Sharon. The bottom plate itself is 7 1/4 inches. The lid is about 6 1/4 inches. It's in stellar condition, guys. I almost bought one of these a couple weeks ago for more money than this, and it had more issues than this. And I'm glad I didn't, and I held out for this one. Whoa. Okay, let's not hold it like that, Uni. Right there you can see, hold on. There's your cabbage rose or Sharon pattern. These were only made from about 1930, is it 32 to 36, 32 to 37, somewhere in that time frame is when these were made. But it is a gorgeous piece. You don't often find the butter dishes. And I actually found out today that the butter dishes were interchangeable. They had one that they call a cheese dish. This could be used on the cheese dish, and it could be used on the butter dish. This is the butter dish. Or you could use it for cheese if you so desire, or for whatever you like. And added benefit, it looks like an alien spaceship. Even the aliens would approve. But if there's no interest, we'll pass on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, let's see. I'm not going to go to the big one yet. This will be a set of 5 bowls. The starting bid will be $24. They're gorgeous, guys. Now, I know this looks like they do these in the Blake crystal, the German crystal. These are not that. These were made by George Duncan and Sons. The pattern was introduced in 1885. This is a true antique. There are 5 of them. So you're paying $24 for the set of 5. They're all in fantastic condition. No chips, cracks, or flea bites. The pattern is called Elrose, or it is also known as the paneled daisy and button. They do glow green. And I'm hoping this will show it. There you go. There's a little of the green glow right there. So they are berry bowls, and they are an antique. They are gorgeous. All of them have that yellow on them. So there's 2. There's 3 and 4. And I know probably, in the beginning, this was a set of 6. So 1 got lost along the way, which is why they're priced at $24 for the set. But they're beautiful. They catch the light gorgeously. And Duncan and Sons, or Duncan and Miller, because they went on to be known as Duncan and Miller, awesome work, guys. Awesome patterns, awesome crystal or glass. Just beautiful. I saw these. I was like, I've got to save them. They're just beautiful. The only thing that would have made them better in my book is if they were blue. Thank you. Thank you, Bicel. Your name is Vivian, isn't it? Or am I mistaking you with someone else? I try to remember everybody's names. Hey, I was right. But if there's no interest, we can pass on those. And that was my 3. And back we go to Dodo.
I'm ready. I just got to shift spots. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to call this my crystal round. First, we have a very lovely basic catch-all dish, candy dish, tea dish, whatever you would like to have it to be dish. As I said, it is crystal. It is by Studio Nova. And it is going to be a buy it now of $8. Let's see, 5.5 inches wide, 3 inches at its tallest, and the depth at the smallest looks to be 2.5 inches. So no flea bites, scratches, or anything. This also is an affordable price that if you'd like to start experimenting with doing things with glass, especially this kind, because it'll hold things, you can start by trying to paint it. A bisque would be nice. Any other kind of paints there, dear, that would be good for glass? She ran away.
No, I'm listening. Sorry, I was doing something at the same time. What was that?
What kind of paints would be great for glass?
Oh my goodness. I know people paint all kinds of different ways with glass. They'll use watercolor, they'll use food coloring, they'll use mica paints. I mean, God, anything.
And see, there we go. We got all kinds of choices. And like I said, it's a great piece and it's affordable price if you wanted to start experimenting.
Yeah,
The
I've been knowing
starburst
that.
or the sunshine, whatever you want to call.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Is
you can make that sunglass by leaving it in a window. I've actually decoupaged bowls and stuff like that
well, that would
before
be cool
with
too.
tissue paper.
Yeah, I want to say it's 3 pounds, maybe. Yeah, I'm not as good as super. Oh, great idea.
Hmm.
Yep. And it would reflect the light, of course, if the light just went.
You could get those dollar store the solar lights for the nighttime and
Oh,
take
yeah,
off the stick and put it in the middle of that and have it as a solar light.
that would be cool. Well, either way, if no one's interested in this one, we'll go to my next one. All right, the next one I couldn't find a maker. Everybody had something different to say. So I decided not to pick one and say, it could be, but it is crystal. It's definitely weighty. And it is nice. Kind of a pineapple type thing going on if you want to use a little imagination there. Here, let's use, I don't know if that'll do, but we'll try. There we go. That kind of worked.
Yep.
FYI, the thing behind it is not for sale. I was asking questions. Not prepared to get rid of that one yet.
That's right, Brother John. We may need you to help us search for that one.
But as you can see, it's got the checks. Has a scratch here or there. And I suppose I should, tell Jennifer what I want for it. I just did find that scratch. So we're going to do a starting bid of $12 on this one.
Oh, nice.
Like I said, I find too many things at too good of a price and I just pick them up and I got to do something with them.
Yep.
This one also would be great to put a colored something in because of all the etching in the base.
Yeah. Jennifer, make sure you're dropping your link too.
Yes.
Please, for your
well, you've got the train on tomorrow, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was going to be home, but that's one of my 11-hour days. I'll have to watch after. But it would reflect a great food coloring light type thing.
Oh, yeah, you could put food coloring water inside of that.
That's what I meant. Well, yeah. We can rescue each other.
Ah.
This also has a nice grip. I don't think it could be used twice, but maybe.
Brother, she'll probably, I was telling her to email you a picture of it. The plate. The one we were talking about, Dodo.
Yes. But it would make a fabulous weapon. It's got a nice grip.
That's right. Nobody better break in your house. You could whack them.
I got too many things I can whack with. The dangerous things, unfortunately, are put away. But I got plenty of this stuff. All right. We can pass on that. And my last crystal item, I don't think it's the last of the sale, but you never know. I don't know. It's a crystal basket.
Ooh, pretty.
There are pears on this, strawberries on this, a leaf on here. It's got a starburst pattern in the bottom. The handle is really cool. It's Onita Southern Garden, manufactured in West Germany in the 60s. This one will be a starting bid of $25. It's got a bubble here absolutely no flea bites or anything like that. So it did what you want. What's different about it, of course. Yes, sir. I wondered about that, but I wasn't sure. So I love the fact that I haven't really seen anything with pears and strawberries together.
Yeah.
This does state that it is the crystal, and it does state that it was made in West Germany. You can almost see it, but I need a better camera. I'll just find the cheapest 1080 I can find, and it'll work nicely.
Oh, I know I need to upgrade too for StreamYard so it'll broadcast me in 1080 instead of 780.
Yeah, 7.5 inches. I'm just going to say safely 9 inches thereabout, with a depth of 3.5 to 4, depending on where you're looking.
It's beautiful. If you're into the baskets like that, and being that it's lead crystal, it's awesome.
I had another basket, but I think it's still in my car. That might never find a way out. But if someone's interested, that would be my free. My free.
Okie dokie. Now I'm back to, which side do I go to? I've only got one thing on this side now, so. Let's go with this pretty. This one is a Fenton vase. It is a Fenton swung vase. It's going to start at $40, and this is a deal. I believe this is the ribbed bullseye pattern. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. Let me look at my base color. It is the amethyst. It is gorgeous, guys. Look at the iridescence on that. It's beautiful. There are no issues with this. No chips, cracks, or flea bites. Little bit of schmoozy on the bottom, probably, again, from wherever it's sat. I'm not 100% sure of time frame on this. I didn't get that into it. The base does have a faint manganese glow. Not seeing it really at the top, but the base does have it. And I don't know if it'll show it because it's so dark, but it does have the manganese glow. It is the gorgeous amethyst based color. And that beautiful oil slick purple, gold, blue. Beautifully done. There's a little schmoozy right there. Maybe it might be a little nudge. Might have nudged up against something. But it is just beautiful. And I know they go for a lot more than $40. But I'm always one of those ones where I find my stuff affordable and I pass it on affordably. I'm a collector too, guys. And you know how you are when you're collecting. There are the rare things that you'll go after because even when they're higher priced, because it's like a prized item, it's like your holy grail. And then there are other things that's like, well, you want a deal. Everybody wants a deal. 7 3/4 inches tall, 4 inches wide at the mouth, 3 inches wide at the base. This is one of those types that's like, okay, if I'm going to get one like this, I want a deal. I do collect swung vases. So does Angela. We've both got a pretty darn decent collection going now. But it's just beautiful. Again, starting bid of 40. You can see all that purple color in it. There's your base color. Looks like maybe a little color loss down in there. It looks like that on all the seams. So yeah, that's probably from, your base damage or whatever. And this is one of the smaller size one. It's not a huge one. So this isn't going to cost a mint to ship or anything like that, but it would be wrapped very, very well. Anybody that's bought from me knows both between hubby and I, we're crazy wrappers. But if there's no interest, we'll pass on that one. get that set down there. Oh, I've got a rogue piece of paper. What's going on here? Get back on it. There we go. Alrighty. So we passed on that one. I've shown this before. This needs a home, guys. It is a blue spatter glass. I'm going to say perfume bottle just for ease. It's a starting bid of 18. Now, this could be Pilgrim. It could be Rainbow. It could be Kanawha. The Ponto most reminds me more of a Pilgrim made, plus with this, because it has that little ruffle. The rarity on this is you will find these bottles all day long like this. No stopper. But this has its stopper, and the stopper is intact. There's no issue with it. It is ground around it, so it is, you know, it looks like, oh, it's been messed up or whatnot, but it's not. It is all intact. It is the original stopper. And this is just a beautiful little bottle. If you collect these, I've gotten a few of these. I saved 2 for my collection. I have a blue one similar to this with the stopper, and I have a red one because they're just so hard to find with a stopper. People will actually sell the stopper for more than the bottle. It is 6.5 inches tall and 3 inches wide. So it's just a real beautiful little bottle. You could use it for whatever you want. Use it as an oil decanter. You don't use it at all. Use it perfume. Anything you want. $18 is a great price. It is beautiful. Oh, and the stopper does glow faintly green. Let's see if I could show it. It's probably going to fight me. Maybe right there you can see it. That's the only thing that glows on it. The ruffle doesn't glow. The bottom doesn't glow, but the stopper does have a faint manganese glow. So there's that one. Will pass if there's no interest. But remember, if you see it and you would like it later on, let me know. Let's see. Where do I go from here? Well, let's switch some color. This is gorgeous, guys. This is a glass swan. The starting bid will be $20. There is one issue on it, and that is why it is starting at $20, and I'll disclose that right away. It is missing the tip of its tail. It is not sharp, so it was a quick break. So there was a small little point that's missing. This is gorgeous. I can't 100% say this is Murano. It's highly possible it is.
Oh yeah, it totally looks like it.
If so, it is probably a Formia Murano piece. That Formia would be the furnace. But it's got an added benefit. It's beautiful. It's in the Submerso technique, which is those 2 colors. But the added thing is it is neodymium. If you don't know what neodymium glass is, this color down here will change colors depending on the light that you set it in. So one type of light, this whole bottom color on him would be blue. And the light that it is right here, it is a purple, a very light purpley pink. Neodymium. Here, I'll type it for you. It's a big word. I was like, I almost always mispronounce it too. Neodymium. I think I spelled it right. He's gorgeous. He's got the little marks for his eyes. He's well made. The bottom was a good polished bottom, but with wear and whatnot, it sat on stuff. So it schmoozed out. So it looks like it's more of a matte base. Because I know the Chinese have reproduced the heck out of stuff like this. Other makers have done the same thing. Sister and them can tell you, for me, I am like the pickiest person when it comes to Murano because I'm part of lots of groups and you get really picky sometimes about identifying and making sure things are identified. But he's beautiful. And this is a like a red deep red orange, and then you can see some of the color kind of came down. But yeah, like I say, here it's kind of showing, it's like a light purple, but in a different light, this would be more of a blue, or it can even change pink. Some neodymium glass does pink. It's a gorgeous piece. Let me tell you right quick how big he is so you have a reference. 5.5 inches tall, and at its widest 3 inches wide. So it's just a beautiful piece. I found it. I was like, I wasn't going to leave him behind, even with the little chipped tail. It's because at first you couldn't even tell his tail was chipped until you got real close, and then you could say, oh, okay, well, that's not really supposed to be there, right? But if there's no interest, we will pass on to Pretty Swan and find him a safe place to sit. There we go. Okay, guys, this is going to be my stellar piece of the night. I was super, super excited to find this. Brother John helped me identify this. I had kind of an idea with it when I first saw it, but I wasn't 100%. Well, let me tell you, Brother John loves to do his research. And let me tell you, that man can crack more mysteries. He's my go-to. It's like, help, I need help figuring something out, because I'm a maniac researcher. But this is Cambridge. This is a Cambridge bowl. I'm going to start this. I don't have it written down. I'm going to start this at 50. This is a deal. It is listed for way more online. It has sold for way more online. At first, it's not going to look like much to you. This is Cambridge glass. The pattern is called Gloria. The pattern came out in 1930. It is Vaseline glass. Hi, Melanie. This was made probably between 1930 and 1940. See right here, you can see kind of the yellow tint to it. So when I saw this, I was like, ooh, okay, cool. Well, I wanted it for the pattern because I was thinking already that it could be Cambridge. The benefit is when I lit it up. It lights up beautifully. The feet light up beautifully. The whole bowl lights up. I wish if I could turn off all my lights, you would see how beautifully this lights up in the dark. Let me see if turning this one off helps any. Maybe. But in the dark, this whole thing lights up like Christmas. It's gorgeous. This is true Vaseline glass, guys. True uranium. It is a stellar bowl. It is 11 1/4 inches wide. It is 4 inches tall. It does have the 4 feet. There are no chips, cracks, or flea bites. The only issue that this has is that there are wear marks in there. They did use a glass. Whoever owned this before used it. They did put items on the inside, so there are faint scratches. But it is still a gorgeous bowl. Just shy of being an antique. Another 5-6 years. But I don't often find Vaseline glass. I find uranium glass all the time. I find manganese glass all the time. But uranium is not something I find all that often. So it excites me. And I found this affordably. I did not pay the $100, $200 they're asking for it everywhere else. I paid a lot less. That's why I'm offering it at $50. That pattern is beautiful. The flowers. Beautiful scalloped edge. I like the points coming out from the bottom, from the feet. The feet. There's a little roughness on the feet, but it's no chips or anything like that. That's beautiful. But if there's no interest, we'll pass on that one. It's just a gorgeous piece, guys. If you would like to give it a home, it would love to be in your home. And that was my 3. Thank you guys. We'll go back to Dodo.
Back to me.
Back to Dodo.
All right, my first one I have U.S. Glasgow. It is an antique, 1905. One of those from the collection I got from the lady who kept track of everything. What she did is she put lovely pieces of tape with all the good information. It's the States pattern. It's a number 15093 mold. There, that's the word I was looking for, from 1905. I'm assuming just because of the stars for the States, I'm not sure. This is not something relevant these days. I'm not really sure. So, but I have this as a $15 start.
It's beautiful.
As I mentioned, it is an antique, 1905. So this is what? 120,
20.
just under 120 years old. And the fun part about it is no flea bites. Maybe 1 or 2 scratches and just a mold flaw. Because that is completely smooth, except for a little piece there. Hi, Becky. But as I mentioned, nice, lovely piece of antique compote, candy dish. It'd be a great item just to have around on your whatever you might need it to be. Also, that's okay. American U.S. Glass Co. Yeah, either way, it works. Sorry, Jennifer. But it would be great to have on any holiday occasion, just because it is very versatile. Heck, if you want to put an ice cream sundae in it, there's no stopping you, because this is the perfect oversize. Glow. Let me see if my alien friend comes up in a glow. What do you all think?
Nope, just regular.
That's what I thought, just purple. From the light discolor crud stuff, words. Oh, measurements always help. With this one, it's 5 inches tall, 5.5 on its wide, 3 inches high on the inside up, as I almost wanted to say on the inseam. Sorry, wrong sales job. But it's a beautiful piece to have around. If you want to say something is an antique, it's a good, affordable antique.
Yep.
And this ain't going nowhere. You can tell your kids and your grandkids it's worth something, because it's an antique, and then that can be the family thing. But you won't feel bad if you figure out a way to card it and gift it to someone else. I think this would be, past two. You're right. But I just like talking sometimes. All right. Okay, let's do this one because I can't read what I wrote there. This is an imperial glass, frosted, ruffled, crimped bowl, candy dish. Fun pattern in there. We've got a windmill with kind of like a countryscape, trees, leaves, flowers, a gate, and a house and gate here, windmill here. This one was dated right around Oh, I can't read my lighting. I don't think it was. I'm thinking I'm looking at the next one. But that's what it is. Imperial Frosted Print Ruffled Bowl. A start of 15 on this.
It's a great price, guys. And you don't often find it in this color.
No. That's just it. It is at its widest, just under 8. Tallest, right around 3 inches. It's a fun piece. It'd be a great piece to, it's a different type of piece, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely different with the landscaping in there and buildings. Do we have any
instead
interest?
of carnival, it's in the frosted, so that's super cool.
All right. If there's no interest, we can move on to not kicking my camera again. All right. Let's see. My next one is a crystal compote. See, I said it might be some more crystal. America Brilliant candy, cut glass. It is dated anywhere between 1876 to 1914, so those must be the years it was made. I'm trying to see if I can get a way of showcasing the pattern.
Oh, yeah.
I've got leaves there and flowers of some kind, and then regular, really pretty flower. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
no, I'm going to need that still. All right, this one I have as a starting bid of $15. Antique again. Just can't nail down the date exactly. And since it's an antique, no, just the pretty glow of everything. It is 5 inches tall, 1 inch wide, 5 inches round, smooth. There might be a tiny divot there. Otherwise, it feels pretty darn smooth. And fun. What I never see is it's a decorative stem.
Mm-hmm.
That was what I was able to pin it down by, is the stem.
Yep.
Ridged. And again, like I mentioned, crystal again.
The attention to detail on that.
Yes. Definitely. You know, whoever made it was really, they were probably treasured.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what's fun. Here's the bottom, but the bottom again has an even smaller starburst. Yeah, there we go. You can see it there. So It's like a starburst within a starburst. So definitely a lot of care taken to the etching, everything. Anyone? No? Very good. We can pass on that.
Okie dokie.
It's up to you, my love.
Yeah. Kermit the Frog screams. Okie dokie. Let's see. This is a Bohemian cut to clear bowl. The starting bid is $15. It's gorgeous, guys. You know, with a lot of your cut to clear, it is flashed. This is flashed. A lot of times you will find a lot of errors on your cut to clear, you know, like a lot of the flash missing and whatnot. This does have a little nudge mark. Let's see if I can get it to show right there. You can feel it. Maybe a little tiny areas here with some flash loss. But other than that, is in fantastic condition. I'm not sure of the age on this. It is a beautiful bowl. It was made in Czechoslovakia, so it is Czech glass.
Love Czech glass.
The pattern is beautiful. This would look great with a tea light in it, fairy lights in it, on a light base, whatever you want to use it for. It is not a huge bowl. It is 4¼ inches tall. The opening is 4¼ inches, and then at its widest, it is 5½ inches. So it's just a beautiful bowl. I try to pick up cut to clear whenever I can. Cranberry or red is the one you're going to find it in most. I'm always on the hunt for blue or green. I wish I found more of that.
The only other kind I've seen in that pattern is I was able to pick up one glass of a yellow.
Yeah, usually the other ones I find they have so many issues. It's kind of like, well, I can't save every piece, so I have to be kind of picky with the pieces I do save. But if there's no interest, we can pass on that one. Again, it's a great deal, guys, at $15. Let's set you down right there. Let's see. What do I show next? I'm going to show this one next. These are some gorgeousness, guys. This is Paden City, Paden, Paden City glass. It is a set, and it's going to be a starting bid of $35. I will show you what I believe to be the Mayo Bowl first. Now, when I first looked this up, they were, oh, it's Cambridge, it's Cambridge. It is not. It is Paden City. This pattern is called the Cosmos etch. It is in gold. So it's lined in gold, and it's the beautiful Depression pink. And there is a very, very faint manganese glow in the stem. So that's the first piece of the set. And then there is the matching underplate. There is a little bit of gold lost on the underplate, which is a given, being, something sitting on it. But it is very slight. You can see it. I love the flowers on it. It's gorgeous. Again, it is the pink Depression glass. Paden City is always one of my favorites to find. So this is from the 1930s. Paden City, one of the ways it gives it away about it is a lot of their stuff glows. It does have manganese glow. I've sold quite a few pieces of Paden City that have the glow. Let's see. The plate itself measures 8 inches. The compote or Mayo bowl is about 4¼ inches tall and 6½ inches wide. You could use them separately if you cared to. You could actually turn this upside down and use it as a riser. You do anything you want with it. It's a beautiful set. Sorry, my hands are just not strong enough, so I'm having to be careful with how I hold things. I love the pattern on it. It's got like a ribbed pattern, and then it's got, this is another way you can tell Paden City. They were well known for this. Their candlesticks, which I'm going to show next, have this design, this little jut out. It is very pretty. But if there is no interest, we'll pass on that one. And let me do some creative rearranging here so that I don't bang anything. My next one, my third item for this round. This is also Paden City. They are candlesticks. It is a set of 2, and we're going to do a buy it now of $25. So I'm going to notate that on here. I'm doing a buy it now of $25. These are gorgeous, well worth it. Let me double check for glow on these. Again, in the stem, there's just a very, very faint glow to them, but nothing. Now, they are the same pattern, so they go with this other set. I did find them all together. It is that Cosmos etch again. It's all done in gold. Beautiful candlesticks. Set of 2. No chips, cracks, or flea bites. They are gorgeous. Again, these are from the 1930s. Cosmos etch number 119. Now, they're categorizing this as an amber glass. It is not. It is pink. It is a pink depression glass. But I suppose if you look at it a certain way, it can look like it's kind of amber. I guess, you know, when you're looking through there, it might look like more of the peachy pink.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe they're pink.
I see the pink on top, and it almost looks like a different color on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Just the way the light hits it, because it looks darker up here to me and then light pink. But it is this set of 2. Buy it now for $25. Like I said, it's the exact same pattern as that Mayo bowl and underplate. This is a little bit better condition. There is no gold loss on it at all. No chips, cracks, or flea bites at all with it. Just beautiful stuff. But if there's no interest, we can pass on that one. And we're back to Dodo for our last round.
Okay. For my last round, I have plates. We're categorizing this last round as plates. I have a set of 4 milk glass snack trays. This is a Fire King Anchor Hawking partnership. Fun little bottom there. Let me grab one. This is a buy it now of $15. I've had it a while. It is the Fleurette and Primrose pattern. It's got a lovely little snack tray cup holder thing, but it could also be a sauce holder. Put a little ramekin on that. It'd be a great little fun cake thing. You can maybe pool a little whipped cream in that corner. Would be perfect. This is actually a great gift for the 20-somethings. They are trying to find all kinds of stuff like this, and they're just snatching it as fast as they can.
They also make beautiful vanity trays.
Yes, that's true. And the pattern obviously is still nice and very vivid on all 4 of them. No damage. Yeah, like I said, it makes a great dessert tray. You know, or even a petit four type thing, or a cookies with a little milk dip on the side. They are just super, super fun. I mean, I've seen the plain ones. They have those out and about. Those don't interest me. The pattern ones are great. They always have a little more character to them. 10 inches long. Just under 6 inches wide. Yeah, that's why I think that's because it's a partnership between Fire King and Anchor Hawking. So it's got
Fire King did a lot of designs on their milk glass. It was gorgeous.
A little fun. You can tell where it comes from. I might not have a date for it, but I think this kind of screams out to you that it came in the 50s, early 50s.
Yeah.
Not, but like I said, it's a set of 4 for $15.
That's an awesome deal, guys.
It is. I know, isn't it? Really cute. It could be a nice base for something sturdy. And it just gives a very slight elevation. It's like a multi-use. Why, thank you, Melanie. I think they're cool. I
That's what I
just,
say, Jennifer. These are the I see vanity trays all day long. Your perfume bottle would sit in the little cup spot. It's gorgeous.
there's just a multi-purpose to them.
Uh-huh.
But if you can't go for it today, trust me, I have it. I don't have another auction scheduled at the moment, so, and
There
these
you
are
go.
not cross-listed as of yet. So if you're watching this month from now, I wouldn't be surprised if I still have it. Not listed or anything. I'm trying to organize as I go. It's just not going as great as I want. Okay, my next piece is a piece of federal glass, but it's Smoky Carnival.
Oh, nice.
Smoky Carnival glass. It is, it says on some things it says it's a bowl. Others it says it's a plate.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a small uplift. It does have a thing. It's called the Pioneer pattern.
Yep.
I'm trying to get to it so you can kind of see what's on there. Obviously, there's some grapes and grape leaves, I think.
Those are fantastic to display in a plate holder. They catch the light beautifully.
And if you're in need of plate holders, I do have a few available. The clear acrylic. It's really fun. I am starting a bid of $12 on this.
Oh, that's a good deal too, guys. It's
I
hard
like
to find
using
these
good deals
without
until I
chips
can
and
get rid of
crap.
half my stuff. Unless, of course, it's a treasure piece.
It's hard to find these without chips or dings on the
No,
points.
absolutely none. Like I had mentioned to Uni before, the places I get these, they don't have a lot of damage, and they are fabulous things that pop up. I've got a
Mhm.
couple of things around my house that I need to find a way to auction or sell that are in the $100 plus range.
Mhm.
All right. If we don't have an interest there, just to remind you all, or at least tell you all, because I don't think I told you in the first place, it's 11 inches wide, long, round, wide, everything. See it? 11 inches wide if you look at it like that.
And the color
All
in
right.
person is even more beautiful than it is on screen.
It is, especially if you get it on the right light. It's a great thing to see in sunlight because it's got this, the smokiness is really, really brought out.
Mhm.
Okay, for my last item, I have something from Silver City Glass Co.
Woohoo.
No scratches.
Nice.
Sterling silver overlay and edging. A Flanders poppy pattern. This is a starting bid of $20.
Oh, that's nice.
Let me get my Kindle again with the black background. Like I said, this is meant, I got to double check everything when I say that, of course. The beautiful, beautiful silver. You know, I bring the classy stuff to the auction. I bring gold and silver,
There you go.
but I didn't want to bring it all at once because that's just bougie.
Yeah.
I adore the floral, and then it looks like a fern almost.
Mhm. I always love the silver overlay.
Yeah. And it's
I'm a
so hard to find it clean.
Mhm.
A lot of it's always scratched.
Mhm.
Hey, there we go. Perfect. I knew if I just kept trying for the angle. Well, just under 11.
A beautiful catch-all tray, but I mean, you would want to display that.
Yeah, this one would definitely need a plate display. Maybe I should start
Mhm.
that when I have it. Put it on just plate display. No, I was able to look into like a whole, not a whole bunch, but a whole bunch.
Oh
All
no,
right.
I pick these up whenever I can find them.
Yeah.
Anytime, the gold or the silver.
Yeah. It's hard to find. Like the ones I've seen of the gold, though, they've been handled a few times. Yeah, that's like the only thing I can't get mint around here, or at least I haven't run across it yet. Well, all right, then that's it for me today.
Oh my goodness, that was quick.
I know we were going fast.
I know. My goodness. Okie dokie, guys.
You know, I don't blame them with the heat everybody's been having and the weird weather.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh God!" And then Uni's bringing all the expensive stuff tonight. Well, it's the big glass show, so I do.
Well, I brought what I have, and I've got expensive stuff too. I'm just not prepared to do something with it yet because my expensive stuff's over 100.
Yeah. Well, I haven't brought anything over 100 for a while, but okay. I have an IW Rice perfume bottle. The starting bid will be 18. I have shown this before. It is from the 1950s. There is your IW Rice sticker.
Oh, nice.
It does say made in Czechoslovakia, Irving W. Rice and Company, Incorporated, New York City. So this is about 1950s time frame. It is one of the frosted pink. Now there is some wear to the gold. You can see some micro scratches in the gold. But otherwise, it is in fantastic condition. There is, let's see, no issues with the stopper. It does look like it, but it is ground on the bottom, so that's what you're seeing. It is ground on the inside for the stopper. And it is that very light little pink. Just really pretty. This probably was part of a vanity set. I wish I could. I always dream of finding like a full intact vanity set, but it's rare to find them. And then when you do, they're priced up. There was another bottle like this, but it was in such bad condition. This is the one that I salvaged. It was in the best condition, and that's why it's only 18, because it does have some gold loss. You can see a little bit of spotting maybe in the frosted pink areas. Let's see. It is 6 inches tall. And at its widest, it's about 3¼ inches tall. Yeah, you can even see a little bit of like wear here up on top of the stopper. I think that is sticker schmoozies though. Let me see if that moves any. Yeah, I'm getting some of it off, so it looks like it might be sticker schmooze. Again, this is a starting bid of 18, and if you're interested in it, let me know. It's a gorgeous piece, and it is IW Rice. We will pass on that one. I showed this the other night. I'm going to show it again. I'm actually going to change it to a buy it now of 30. It is a glass parrot. Now, of course, when I first looked it up, everybody was saying Murano all day long. What gave it away to me right away on the, it's not. That base is not Murano quality.
No.
It's more matte. You can see it's kind of uneven. So on further research, this is GCA glass. It was made in the 1990s. It was made in China. They still go for big prices. These do over $100.
It is a fun and fabulous and great colors. So
yep, he is beautiful. He has no chips, cracks, or flea bites. His coxcomb does, or coxcomb. I keep wanting to say that, and that's for a rooster, not for a parrot. His comb does have a faint little hint every now and then of cadmium. And that's probably just because the cadmium was added to get this color. He's fantastically intact. There's no issues with his beak. No issues with his feathers or his wings. No issue with that stem. He does stand up straight, although in my hand, I'm not going to trust letting him go because he'll probably weeble because my handles are not the steadiest. He does have the beautiful green in his feathers and wings. What word I was saying? He does have the pink going up through in the blue. He has the little black eyes. But imagine all the work that went into this the hand blown and adding all of these bits and drawing it out and stretching it out. I just think he's lovely. Coxcomb. That's what it's called on a rooster. It's called the coxcomb.
You know what? We can just say, you coxcomb.
Right. We're not cussing. It's a real word. But if there's no interest, we'll pass on Mr. Parrot and let me go and lay him down in his safe place. I've got him laying down on some bubble wrap. My last item for tonight. This is a gorgeous item, guys. Very collectible. It is Ellie Smith Moon and Stars Compote, and the starting bid will be $20. It's some gorgeousness.
Ooh.
There's your moon. There's your stars. You know what's going to happen with this when you see this color on the base. You know.
That's going to glow, honey.
It's going to glow. It has cadmium glow all through the bottom. It has cadmium glow up here near the stars. It kind of stops right about in there, and then it does have a faint cadmium glow around the ruffles. So yes, it glows like the dickens. Again, it is Ellie Smith. It is that moon and stars pattern. People go nuts over this pattern. It's not easy finding affordable pieces in this when you have people going crazy.
That looked before, so
L-E, yeah, the letters L-E. Hey, but you're doing awesome, Jennifer. The way I talk, half the time it's surprising anybody understands anything I say. But it's beautiful. I love the ruffled edge. I'm just not a moon and stars collector. What attracts me for this is the glow. I'd put everything I have that glows into a black lit case and just go bonkers.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I tell everybody, I was sitting here in my room sometimes and just take my black light and scan around and find what glows.
That would be kind of fun.
It is 5.5 inches tall and 4.5 inches wide. Yep, I've seen Tucci's had stuff like that on there before too. But it is gorgeous, guys. It's a starting bid of 20. Some people were suggesting that it's a goblet. I really don't think you could drink out of that, although Sister suggested the other night to stick a straw in it. So if you want to drink out of it, go right on ahead.
You know, almost looks like a perfect margarita.
Mm-hmm.
But a pina colada?
I think you would end up dribbling. You know, you'd have that classic hole in your lip with all these little ruffles.
Oh, that's why you got to do the cocktails that need a straw.
Yeah, see, Jennifer says big ice cream. Yeah, you could eat your ice cream sundae out of this and amuse yourself by lighting it up at the same time.
But like I said, a pina colada, though, that would look great with the frosty white center.
See, look at brother with all the good info. But if there's no issues,
see, Hallmark.
Yep. We will pass on that one. And that was the final item of the sale. And I pushed the right button.
Yay!
So we thank you all guys. We thank you all for being here. Slow down, Uni. We appreciate you looking at all our pretties because beyond selling them, we like to show them off. We love to share the love and the joy that we get out of glass. We hope to see you again soon. I don't know when the next one the next Unimagique's glass I will do, more than likely next month. We do have a sister and a brother sale tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. on Angela Isaac's channel. I'm just going to say program. And Dodo knows she's welcome to come back anytime. In fact, I'll be hitting her up soon. You guys make sure you go and raid Becky and Randy's show. They should be on, I think, in about 20 minutes.
And then please, I am looking for people to do that YouTube thing with my YouTube name. Because, they don't like that other word all the time.
Oh, the S word. The S word. That's right. Go to her channel. Click like. Hit the button. That way you're notified when Dodo is on. Same here.
Because I've been wanting to do some pop-ups and stuff, but if I don't have anybody around to view, I'm just trying to get in there. I'm not quite at home working yet, but I'm trying to get to that point.
Yeah, I need to do a few more pop-ups myself and whatnot, because I know there are lots of times when Angela and John are busy and whatnot. So I've been thinking about maybe, doing a little bit more. I know,
Garrett. Thank you.
A little bit more pop-ups and just other times trying to figure out. It's just hard because there are lots of other places that people could be. And so, trying to find a time, but at some point you just got to pick a time and go with it and run with it. That's right, people. I'm going to say the bad word.
That's my milestone. This week's milestone.
Go subscribe to Dodo. That's right. Go subscribe. That way you know where she's at. Let's see. If you have any questions or see anything on the replay that you would like to purchase from us, hit us up. Send us an email. We check our emails quite often. We'll be glad to answer you. Make an offer for, at least for with me. If it's a reasonable offer, I'll take it. Mm-hmm. You can do that. I mean, we're not like stuck darn and determined on prices, especially like with it going to a buy it now after it's been passed. Right. Let's see. Anything else? You said you didn't have any other shows. I talked about the one tomorrow night. You guys, again, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. And we're going to say sayonara. Have a good night, guys. Night.